Welcome, you guys. Thank you for clicking onto my video. I already appreciate you. Today we're going to be discussing how strangers perceive you, their first glance, your cover, what people kind of judge you by, like when they first meet you, what they think, what's going on in their head, how they see you, the way you dress, the way you act, what they think about you. And again, this is people you don't know, so I just want to let you guys know that this may not be who you are in real life. So like, say in one of the videos I say, oh, people think you're stuck up. It doesn't mean you're stuck up. That's just what people perceive you as when they first meet you. The signs that I will be naming too throughout the video, take it as your sun sign or rising sign, because again, this is how people first view you. So your rising sign is all about first appearances, okay? So just look at the bios, see what one resonates with you, and then go into the description below and click on your pile. You can choose more than one if you're feeling drawn to, all right? But I'll see you in a second. Hi, Pile One. I just want to start off by saying that I really like you guys. A lot of you might be Aries risings. You might not be, just take what resonates, but I was getting a lot of Aries risings and just a lot of fire signs as well. So Sag and Leo too. But that could be your sun sign or your rising sign. But like I said, just take what resonates. The signs I was getting though was all the fire signs: Libra, Aquarius, Taurus, Pisces, and a lot of Aries, okay? So that could be your sun sign or rising or not. You guys picked this little guy, this alien. He's just like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm doing me, I'm on my skateboard. That reminds me of that song. J. Cole says something like, I know the mother love tricking on some BMX shit, but not me. Like, y'all are different. You kind of stand out. Like, you don't care what everybody else is doing. You do your own thing, And in that video, because that's She Knows by J. Cole, he's actually like on a skateboard in the video, the guy is. So yeah, I just feel like you're kind of like the outcast, but like you want to be the outcast. You know what I'm saying? Or at least this is how people perceive you, okay? But I kind of feel like how you're being perceived by people is just also kind of a taste of how you are. And you might not always feel like this, but I feel like you guys do have a confidence in you that kind of shows. Like that shows. You can't really hide confidence. So I feel like when people do meet you, they do sense that you guys have a lot of confidence in yourself. And if you don't, then you definitely seem like you do. These things I'm saying, some of you might be like, no, that's not true. But like, you gotta remember, this is how other people are perceiving you. Like, people who don't know your story, don't know shit about you, okay? So these are always fun because, it's just cool to see what other people think. Okay, let's see. But we did get the 10 of Wands, 10 of Swords, Ace of Cups. We got I'm Toxic, Baby Daddy. How could you do this to me, bitch? So some of y'all might listen to Speaker Knockers and That Shit Hurt. Wait for Winter. Some of you might be born around the winter time. Moon Energy. Melting Mask. Voice. Intelligence. And Sound. Okay? So I do want to say from the get-go, I feel like when people first see you, they're kind of like, there's no competition there, Like, people just don't even try. They just feel like, and I just seen 222, they just feel like you're above them. People are just like, oh yeah, they won. Like, they won. Whatever's going on in their head, like, if it's just because of your looks or because of how confident you are, it's like, okay, I'm just gonna back off. Like, people don't even try to outdo you with this 10 of Wands and 10 of Swords. It's like they're not even gonna try to outdo your confidence, or, you know, outdo your fit, outdo your style, outdo your beauty. It's like they just automatically are like, oh yeah, I can't. Like, I'm just not even going to try, not even going to compare myself to them, because I'm just going to get let down. That's literally the energy I'm getting. But I feel like you guys are very, very attractive. When I was meditating for you, I kept blushing a lot. So I feel like when people first see you, they kind of like blush. I feel like you guys are fit. And even if you're not like fit, you just have a nice body. Even if you don't feel that way, other people feel that way. You might be like thick, or, you know, whatever. But people really admire your outer appearance. And a lot of people blush over you. What I am getting now is I feel like a lot of people think that you're toxic just because of how attractive you are or how you carry yourself. Because I do feel like you have this confidence that people see the moment they lay eyes on you. They know they're confident. And a lot of you, I feel like you're cocky, like you talk a lot, because we did get voice and we got sound as well. And I just feel like you guys kind of talk your shit, but it's like, you talk shit because you can back it, like that one song by Key Glock. I talk a whole lot of shit because I can back it. Like, that's your energy. It's almost like red flags, like, that you give out when people first meet you. Even if you're not trying to, or even if you're not a player, it's like people just kind of feel like you are, because you're so, like, confident, and you just have, like, a flirty kind of way of talking to people. I don't know. It's, like, just a very attractive type of... It's like you're smart. You're smart. You know your way with words. Like, you know how to talk to people. You know how to make them blush. Like, I feel like even if you're not like that in person, maybe when you first meet someone, it's easy for you to just get someone's attention. Like, you just don't care. But yeah, we did get baby daddy, so some of y'all might be like, have a baby mama or baby daddy. And I feel like people know you. I feel like you're well known. Like, even if you don't know the people that know you, like, I feel like you are well known due to having a, like, you know, maybe a baby mama that a lot of people know, or a baby daddy. You know, that was what I was getting for some of you. Maybe they're jealous of you because of, you know, who you had your child with, or something like that. I feel like it's almost like you guys got clout from your baby mamas or your baby daddies. I don't know, it's weird. Like, take what resonates. But if not, if you don't have a child with anyone, I feel like your baby daddy material, your baby mama material, like, I definitely see that. Like, people be talking to their friends and shit. They're like, ooh, shit, that's daddy right there. Like, you know, when they first see you. But yeah, I feel like you guys are well known. Maybe it's online, like social media, or just, you know, in person. But I feel like a lot of people know you, even though you don't know them. And so they kind of get a clue about you, even if they don't actually know you. And they might have heard, some of you may have, like, separated with, because I am getting, for a lot of you, you have kids. So some of you may have separated with the other parent of your child, and this person's like telling people about it, or just everyone knows about your business for some reason. And so I feel like this could even be an ex too. It doesn't have to be a baby mom or baby daddy, but I feel like this person like says a bunch of shit about you, like, oh, they hurt me. Even if they're the one that hurt you, it's like, oh, they're toxic, you know, they cheat, they do this, they do that. And so people, just because they're listening to this ex or this, you know, baby father, baby mother, it's like they just assume that you're someone who's toxic. And that's not for everyone, like I said, but I feel like some people just assume that they know you based off of other people. And I know this is just talking about like first appearances, but I feel like you guys are well known whether you know it or not. Yeah, people think that they're not even worth your time. Like, that you won't even be interested in them. It's like they don't even want to try to approach you because they just feel like almost like you're a 13 and they're a 6. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're way out of their league. Like, a lot of people feel like this, and it may not even be your physical appearance. It's just because how you present yourself. Like, people are like, oh, they're too good for me. Just because of how you show up, like, with your energy. Your energy is just super confident, and it makes people think that you have a lot of options. Even if you don't, that's how people perceive you. And they feel like you can, like, see right, you just look past them. Like, you look past people. We did get the Ace of Cups here, so a lot of people see you as a potential partner, or like I said, potential baby mama, baby daddy. Like, people definitely have their eyes on you, and they could see you as a partner. Like, I feel like almost kind of 9 of Pentacles or 9 of Cups energy here, like wish fulfillment energy though, because I feel like you guys are so attractive, or something about you is attractive. And for a lot of you, it is your looks, but it's like your confidence as well. It's like, because you have this strong confidence, even if, like, you don't even have the best body or something, it's like you are so confident that people just like you. People also see that you're not afraid to stand up for yourself. So I do feel like sometimes they'll be like talking shit, or you're just all loud. And I just seen 10-10, or yeah, 10-10. It's like you guys are really loud, I feel like, and like adventurous, and you just come across really bold, and so people don't want to mess with you, because they feel like you like beat their ass, is what I'm hearing, just because of how you present yourself. It might make some of you laugh because you're like, oh my god, I'm not even like that, but like, that's how people view you. I did write down though to watch out for evil eye, because like I said, I feel like a lot of people have their eyes on you. I am getting some sort of jealousy for some of you, because of this confidence you hold. Not a lot of people have confidence. Like, people be having confidence, but it's just like fake confidence. And I just seen 11. A lot of people have this fake confidence, like they want to appear confident, but in IRL they're not, so you actually hold this confidence in you, and people are like jealous about it. But I do feel like people are also jealous that you can pull anyone you want. People just it's like they think that you're very like scary, but not even scary like your looks like scary. It's just because the way you present yourself, like for real, the way you carry yourself, and how bold you are. Like I said, a lot of Aries energy here. It's like you guys are so bold, and you're not afraid to, like, who said that? Who threw that? Like, that's how you guys are. You're the ones to stand up. Or like if somebody's making fun of someone else or whatever, you guys will, you're the type of people to be like, hey, that's not cool, like, cut that shit out. You just stand up for yourself, and I feel like other people as well, and people find that intimidating. Even if you're not a scary person, or you don't really mean any harm, people find you very intimidating just because of your confidence. It's funny. But let's see, I did get that you guys were like street smart, or that's how people perceive you anyways. They think that you're very street smart, and people feel like you kind of like been through a lot, just because you're so, I feel like, ahead of, I want to say your time, but just like ahead of everyone else in the way that you don't really care what people think about you. And a lot of people do care what people think about them, and so they think, oh, they must have been through a lot, or they really lived their life already to be so confident. Like, they must have been through some shit, because why else would they just be so confident? It's like they just think that you guys have, it's like warrior type of energy, so that is what I was picking up on as well. You guys may be a Gemini, because we keep getting a lot of communication. Gemini is ruled by Mercury, which is all about communication, or a Gemini rising even. But people definitely feel like you talk a lot. Maybe you go up to people, like random people, and just like to talk. Maybe that's why they perceive you so confident. You're like the type of person where if you're in a doctor's office or something and someone's sitting next to you, you're just gonna start talking to them. Like for a lot of you, you're just, you know, you like talking to people. And so they kind of find that intimidating, because it's crazy how many people just don't communicate with each other anymore. They'll just like sit on their phone for hours instead of having a real ass conversation with a stranger. But I feel like you guys actually take the step and do that, because you're like, fuck it, like you only live once, might as well talk to people, right? But yeah, people definitely feel like they won't be on your level, you guys. You have very, very strong energy. I was seeing a tiger when I was meditating for you guys. So if that resonates, you know, it might be your spirit animal or whatever. But tigers are very dominant. They're very passionate. They're kind of, you know, they're the leaders. So people just kind of see you like in that tiger energy. That's how people perceive you, and they definitely feel like you could easily break their heart, like I've been saying. But I feel like you guys don't have a mask, like melting mask. They feel like you just are how you appear, and we can't really go too far into this reading because like this is just your first appearance, you know, so there's not really too much to say. But really, people just see you as very confident. They get jealous. A lot of people are jealous of you, so make sure you watch out for evil eye, guys. Protect yourself. But people really see you as someone who's just knowledgeable, someone who is smart, book smart, street smart, very, very, very confident, and you just don't really care what anyone thinks about you. Like, you're gonna do you, because that's like what's important to you, or how people feel anyways. They feel like you just don't care what people think about them, like it's your life, they just live in it. Like, that's how they feel. And I honestly feel like that's just kind of how you are too. Like, yeah, I feel like you guys are just kind of like that anyways, like not even just your appearance, but that's definitely how people see you, their first glance. So that was really it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like make a like, fuck. Be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and check out my other videos, alright? But thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you, and goodbye. Hello, pile 2. If you chose this sticker, then this is your pile. So I do want to start off by saying that this is how people perceive you when they first meet you. So like, some of this might sound weird to you because you're like, well, that's not me, but it might not be you, but like that's how people see you, you know what I'm saying? So but if it doesn't resonate, you can always pick another pile. But yes, let's just jump into it. So the signs that I was mainly getting, this could be your sun sign or rising sign, is Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio, Libra, and Pisces. That does not have to be your sign or rising, but that is just there for some extra confirmation, okay? So the cards that I got though was the King of Swords, the Four of Wands. Now I do want to start off by saying this is a lot of wishy-washy energy. Two of Wands. I was getting that this I feel like you guys' mood kind of changes in like wherever you physically are, you know, like I feel like you guys kind of had two sides to you, and not every single time you step out of the house you're gonna be in a good energy, because you guys are the only pile where I was getting like you kind of change how you appear based off where you're at, you know, like if you're at Walmart, you know, you might not really care as much versus if you're at a restaurant. I don't know, that is just something I was kind of getting, like different energies, like you guys kind of present yourself differently if you're going, you know, to a nicer place. But yeah, I just want to let you guys know that. Okay, we did get the Ace of Cups too. I fantasize about you. Pregnancy, so someone here could be pregnant. You're my wish fulfillment. I don't like you. And Taurus for some extra confirmation. Okay, then we have healing, believe in magic, gut instinct, home, wisdom and play, and the unknown. Okay, so pile 2. When I was meditating for you guys, I seen a pig. So I looked it up. I'm not trying to call y'all pigs. Like, I ain't trying to start off the reading like that. But I feel like people see you kind of like arrogant. And like I said, this is depending on where you are, because I feel like you guys do change your appearance based on where you're at. But I do want to say, you have 2 different types of energies when you meet people. It's like really fucking weird. But it's not like really weird, but you know, I just seen 333. So I feel like in some places you come across, or this might not even be depending on places, this could just be the mood you're in, honestly. I feel like you guys definitely have resting bitch faces for sure. So if you don't, or like you don't know that about yourself, like you do, okay? And I can hear some of y'all right now like, oh yeah, bitch, this is my file. Like, yes, I do have a resting bitch face. So but yeah, I feel like people think you're kind of arrogant, or like people definitely think that you come across wealthy. I was getting that a lot. Even though we didn't have any pentacles, I just kept hearing that you come across like you have a lot of money. Okay, so you might wear like designer fits, or you know, you just present yourself very nicely. Definitely could have a Libra rising or sun sign. I feel like people think that you just kind of look down on them when they first meet you, or even when they just, you know, get a glance of you. I feel like they just think that they're not even worth your time kind of energy is what I was getting. Like, you just kind of look right past them, and it might not even be intentionally, you know, but I feel like people just think like, oh, she's kind of cold, he's kind of cold. Like, you did get the King of Swords, which isn't bad. I just think people think you're kind of just don't care, like don't care about them. And some people might think that's a little bit haughty, but you might not be haughty at all. That's just how people, you know, don't judge a book by its cover, right? But that's what this reading is about, judging a book by its cover, what people perceive, what people think. So we do have I don't like you. So I feel like you kind of come across like you don't like people. But it's funny, we did get you are my wish fulfillment. So I feel like you guys have a lot of natural beauty. Your Venus could be in Libra. I was getting a lot of Libra. I feel like you guys are very beautiful naturally, and your skin is just like glowing. Like, I feel like you guys glow. Like, you might not even think you're that cute or anything, but I feel like you definitely are. And so when you're like cute and you just like look past people, you know, or like you're just not really paid attention to other people, they just think you're rude. Like, they think that you think you're too good for them. People think that you think you're too good for them, when in reality that might not even be the case. Like, it might, but for a lot of you that's not even the case. Like, you're just trying to, you know, go to the store, buy your shit, and then leave, you know. And people are like, oh, they didn't even look me in the eye. Like, they're stuck up, you know. They might not perceive you as like someone being stuck up and just haughty, but I feel like you guys aren't. But you might be. But I feel like people also think you're smart. I know this sounds dumb, but like, you might wear glasses. I know I was just talking about being smart, and wearing glasses doesn't mean you're smart, but people just see you as being smart. But people also see you as a potential boyfriend, potential girlfriend. I feel like you definitely put yourself together. You probably get your nails done, get your hair done. you smell good. Like, I feel like you guys just look good, smell good. People feel like you'll taste good. No. But, people are like, damn, like, you really present yourself, you guys. But I feel like it's funny because we also got the Four of Wands. So it's like, in some situations, you come across, like, cold and cutting. But in others, you come across really happy. And I feel like maybe if you guys are with your friends or something, you come across really exciting and happy. But when you're just like by yourself, or you're just in a situation you don't want to be in, or at a house you don't want to be at, or a store, whatever, it's like you kind of come across cold just because you're not really paying attention. But I feel like when you're like with friends, or you're just in a really good mood, you kind of come across really happy and exciting. So it's weird because I'm getting like two different things, but I feel like you understand what I'm saying though, because like this is you, so I feel like you can understand what I'm saying, hopefully. You guys might have purple auras, but people kind of look at you like you're royalty. Like, I know that sounds dumb, but people just kind of look at you like you're way better than them, and they kind of since they think that themselves, they feel like you feel that way. They're like, oh, they probably think that they're better than me, and all in reality, you didn't even look at them, like you didn't even notice them. And people are just like putting this shit in their head just because you're like good looking and you don't really pay attention, or you don't really make eye contact, or whatever the situation is. And so then they just come across like they just think that you're snobby, but in all reality they're just like putting this shit in their head because that's what they assume. And so it's kind of like people just don't like you just because of what they put in their head about you, if you understand what I'm saying. It's like, oh, that person's pretty, and they look at you and you kind of just keep walking like you don't look at them, and they're like, oh, they're snobby too, like I don't like them. And people just, I feel like a lot of people just misread you. Just because you're not involved in them doesn't mean that you hate them or you think that you're better than them, but people are just quick to judge. Like, people will always be that way. So it's nothing personal, but it's definitely because you guys have something going for you. Like, I feel like you have a lot of haters, and a lot of negative energy gets sent your way just by laying eyes on you, because I feel like there's a lot of jealousy here. Like, I can see if, for instance, if you're a female and you're walking around the store, I feel like if someone with their boyfriend or girlfriend was there, they'd kind of be like, come on, babe, let's go this way, after they seen you, because they don't want their partner to look at you. That's the energy I'm getting. Like, it may sound petty, but like that's just how people view you. But you guys might wear crystals. You might have plants at your house, or just like be really into plants. But some of you might be spiritual, but people just see you as like kind of mystical. Like, they wonder kind of your backstory. They wonder where you're from, like just by first glance, because it's almost like they're not from here. Like, they're too good to be from here, wherever you are. I was getting witch vibes though, so some of you might be white witches, or whatever. But that is kind of what people get from you too. So you might wear like crystals, like I said, or things like that. They also feel like you're introverts because you come across like kind of cold to people. So they just assume you're introverts. I don't know if you are or not. I was getting that some of you might listen to Nirvana. I don't know why that just came up, but so yeah. But yeah, it's like people, look, unknown. The unknown. It's like people just assume stuff about you because they have no idea even what to think. Because I feel like you're just unique, You come across unique. People don't really understand you. I feel like people think that you're very beautiful though, or handsome, take what resonates. But you guys definitely, I'm getting like goddess vibes, like for real. And even if you don't view yourself that way, trust me, other people do. And that's on period. we have our intuition knows more than we do, and we have gut instinct, which says intuition on it as well. So I feel like you guys have a strong sense of intuition. You might even know. Maybe some of you just feel like people aren't even worth your time, is honestly what I'm getting. And so you just don't pay attention to them. And it's not anything like personal or, that you're trying to seem haughty or anything. You're just like, oh, I have my own life. Like, you're kind of in, this is my world kind of energy. Everyone just lives in it. But you're not haughty about it. You just pay attention to yourself. Besides, how people perceive you, I feel like you guys are actually very nice people. A lot of you are healers or empaths is what I'm hearing. A lot of you could be like into magic, into tarot, into witchcraft. Not all of you, but I was getting that. I was getting like a lot of fairy vibes. But I feel like you guys are actually sweet people. And so it's like funny for you to even hear that people think you're like this haughty ass bitch, because you're like, oh my god, I could never. But like, that's how people see you, and it's funny as fuck. I did want to say though that I feel like both sexes are attracted to you. So like male, female, bisexual, pansexual, whatever. I feel like a lot of people are attracted to you no matter what their sex is, no matter what your sex is. People just really like your energy is what I'm hearing. Your energy's not for the weak, though. I do gotta say that. Like, it's not for the weak. And so I feel like a lot of people are intimidated, especially with this King of Swords, by your presence. Because you just come across with this, bold energy. And people just think it's like arrogance. But it's not. It's just like a certain amount of confidence within you that you have. But yeah, so that's how people perceive you. Thank you so much for watching. Go check out my other videos. Leave a like, comment. You guys have a great rest of your day, okay? And I hope to see you again soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Hello, Pile 3. Welcome to your... I don't know what I was saying there. Welcome to your reading. If you picked this little sticker, then this is for you. I just want to say that this again is not who you are as a person. This is just how others view you, and people who don't know you at that. So if you're like, oh my god, I'm not like that, I'm not saying this is who you are as a person, but this is just your outer appearance. This is how people you've never met in your entire life look at you and what they think, Basically, just judging the book by its cover is what we're kind of going over, just for fun. So, yeah, it's exciting to just see, what people think about you as, the way you look, your appearance, the way you dress. Like, it's just interesting. But with that, let's get into the reading, right? So the cards that I pulled is the Seven of Wands, the Hangman, Seven of Pentacles. I don't want a relationship right now. I'm bad at expressing my emotions. Can we start over, please? A lot of people want you. I got trust issues. Wish wisely. Protect your dreams. Possessions. Dreams. Some of you might want to be paying more attention to your dreams, because you might have some messages in there. Presence of absence. Enough. And last but not least, confusion. So I just want to throw around some signs that I got for you guys real quick. This does not have to be your sign, but this is just for some extra confirmation. and pay attention to your sun sign and your rising sign. So I got Gemini, Scorpio, Virgo, Cancer, and Pisces. I did kept seeing butterflies, so I feel like besides what people think about you, I feel like you guys have been going through a transformation, like a glow up, physically or mentally or both. I feel like you guys have definitely been going through your own type of personal glow up. So I do want to congratulate you guys on that, because I was getting that when I was meditating for you. I kept seeing rhinos, so that might be significant to you. I just seen 3, 2, 1. That could be a spirit animal of yours, but you should definitely look up the definition to rhinos, spiritual definition. You definitely could be Scorpio rising, this is what I'm hearing. But you guys come across, I feel like, sneaky. Like, even if you're not IRL, but I feel like you guys definitely, people are like, oh, they're not as innocent as they look. Like, you know, I feel like people kind of get that vibe. Like, even if you are innocent, I feel like maybe you just got something in your eye, or like maybe you dress a certain type of way and people are just like, oh, they're not innocent. But I am getting like kind of loner or like introverted vibes. So people might just, you might like be alone a lot in public. I don't know. Maybe you have like your hood up a lot, you know, you just kind of keep to yourself. But I feel like people kind of like, oh, what's that person doing? Y'all might have some black forces. They're like, what's the girl with the forces doing? Like, you know, what's the dude with the forces doing? Why they got their hood up? Like, that's kind of the vibe I'm getting. Like, even if you guys aren't sneaky, or, you know, you're not like that at all. Like, you could be really sweet, but this is, again, like, judging the book by its cover here. So I'm just telling you, you know, what Spirit's telling me. But I feel like you guys are kind of unapproachable. Like, people kind of see you as very shut off. I just seen 543. So I feel like people just think you're shut off. Like, they don't really want to talk to you, because I feel like people are kind of like scared to actually go up to you and talk to you, because you have a very intimidating look about you. Something about you is intimidating. But I am getting that you guys are very good looking, okay? And people do, I feel like you guys can flirt like really good. Something about that. I feel like you guys just kind of have like a flirt. Like, if someone were to actually have a conversation with you, I feel like they kind of think you have like a flirty vibe, or you're just like happy. And I feel like if people actually get the opportunity to have a conversation with you, or they're like bold enough to actually talk to you, I feel like they're like, oh, this person's actually really sweet. But it's just how you present yourself. You might wear like a lot of dark clothes, or, you know, something like that. I feel like you just don't really like look at people. Maybe it's uncomfortable for you, or you just, you know, you're just looking at other shit. I don't know. But I'm kind of I'm bad at expressing my emotions. So and we have, I don't want a relationship, and I have trust issues. So I feel like that's kind of how people present to you. Like, you don't want a friend, you don't want a boyfriend, you don't want a girlfriend. Like, that's kind of how people perceive you. Not because you're like ugly or anything, by all means. It's just the energy that you give off. For some of you, I was getting that maybe you got hurt by someone in the recent past, or in the past, or maybe you've just been through a lot in life, and, you know, you've been betrayed by a lot of people. And I feel like that energy does kind of show. Well, it definitely does, but, you know, even if that wasn't your situation, like you've never been hurt by anyone or anything like that, people just kind of get the vibe that, like, you have been. You might be a Pisces or Pisces rising, because Pisces are like known as like the victims. So I feel like people just assume that you've kind of been through it, even if you haven't. Like, it's just like, okay, Billie Eilish is the Pisces rising. Like, she kind of just has those eyes, you know what I'm saying? Like, her appearance is just very sad. Sad. Her appearance is sad, but she's not. That's just how Pisces risings are, and just like Pisces in general, I feel like kind of come across a little bit sad at times. And you guys might not be sad whatsoever. It's just your face. Literally, like, people are like, oh, what's wrong with them? Or it kind of looks like you've been hurt. But that's just how people see you, though. I'm not saying that's how you are in real life. I feel like you don't really want to stand out from the crowd, but I feel like you do. And some of you might like standing out from the crowd, but I feel like you guys feel like talking to people is like a waste of your time sometimes. And it like shows. It's funny. It's like you just don't really invest yourself into a lot of people, and so you're like, why would I ever invest myself into a stranger? Like, what? And that energy comes off of you. Like, people feel that about you. And this might not even be the case, but like, people still get that vibe from you. A lot of people think that like nobody can please you. You kind of had that vibe to you. For some of you, though, I was getting you might be in a relationship, and so you just kind of come across like you're not invested into anyone because you want to let people know, like, you know, you're with someone. Like, you don't want guys to come up to you, you don't want girls to go up to you, be like, what's up, baby, like, can I get your number? So you literally just, like, you know, don't pay no attention. Like, someone might be looking you up or like shouting your name, you know, catcalling you, and you just completely ignore them. For some of you, I feel like you actually are in a committed relationship, and so that's why you kind of come off this way, just because you don't want to seem like you're interested in flirting with them. Because I feel like you guys are the type of people that you can literally just be having a regular ass conversation and people think that you're flirting with them just because you're like nice or you crack jokes or something. And so it's like you don't want people to confuse your kindness for flirtiness, and so you just completely avoid people. That was for someone here. But yeah. But people think that you're like very deep. Like, I just seen 1111. You're very deep. Definitely was getting some Scorpio vibes. So you might wear a lot of black, like I said, or like eyeliner, all that. I was getting colored hair, so some of you might, you know, color your hair. You just have like exotic hairstyles or something. Yeah, I feel like you guys don't even like have to try to look cute, but you just look cute. Like, I feel like you guys have a very beautiful face, is what I was hearing. And it just kind of draws people. I feel like you guys have very nice features. Something about your face, I definitely was getting you guys having a really pretty face. You guys might have tense eyes. Your eyes might be really, really dark or really, really light, and it kind of just attracts people towards you. You might have colored eyes, or just like really dark eyes, or really big eyes, or I don't know, something about your eyes. Like, I feel like you guys have really sexy eyes. That is a Scorpio thing too. But I don't know, you guys just come across like, okay, look at this picture real quick. See how she's like cute, but she's all dark, and you know, I feel like that's how you guys come across, like just really dark, kind of magical is what I was getting. Yeah, I definitely was getting like you guys might be witchy or in a tarot or just energy work or spell work or anything like that. It's funny, I feel like you confuse people though, because you might be really, you look all like hard or look like you've been through it, through the ringer, and then someone actually has the balls to come up and talk to you, and you're like, hi, like, I'm pile 3, you know, na na na, like, and they're like, oh my god, they're such a sweetheart. You know, so I feel like you kind of confuse people, and they're like, oh, like, why did they look like that, you know? But yeah, guys, not in a bad way or anything, but yeah, but you guys are definitely attractive, I do want to say that. And I feel like you guys are very sweet. Besides what people think about you, I feel like you're just sweet people. And if you're not, then I guess you're not. But so yeah, that was what people think about you, you guys. Thank you so much for watching the whole video. I do appreciate you a lot. Be sure to check out my other videos though. I'm gonna try to start posting at least once a week. But leave a like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much, guys, and I hope to see you soon. Goodbye. Welcome, Pile 3. If you guys chose the Humans Suck sticker, this is your pile. Honestly, you guys are like cool as fuck. Like, you guys are dope. I just want to say that. But anyways, let's just go into your cards. And I do want to say real quick, this is just how people perceive you. So this is not, you know, how you are IRL. I mean, it could be. But this is just how people that don't know you perceive you. This is how you come across to people. So I just do want to keep that in mind, okay? Because you might be like, oh, that's not like me at all. But it's like, you know, people who don't know you don't know that. It's just the way they perceive you. So, but yeah, let's get into the cards. Okay, so we got the King of Wands, the Hanged Man, the Four of Wands, I'm jealous of your personality, Fame, Don't Play With Me, Who You Talking To, and I cannot pronounce this, but it's a type of flower, and it's ruled by the sun, which is Leo, ruled by Leo. So you guys might be a Leo. I was also getting Capricorn, Libra, Aquarius, heavy Sagittarius, and Pisces. But this says spiritual protection, honoring and remembering the dead, mediumship, good luck, dream magic. And it says helps spirits find their way to their families. Solar plexus is all about confidence though. So I feel like you guys are just super confident. You guys really don't give no type of fucks. Like, literally, look at this guy. Like, that's really how you guys are in real life, though. Like, I feel like y'all really don't care, like, what the fuck people think about you. We have, moderation, but that did come out in reverse. Hope. Spirit self. Be who you are as you are. Radical self-acceptance. Radical curiosity. You guys got the most cards, by the way. Communication and physical health. So I was getting a lot of fire signs here. Heavy Sagittarius though, but also Aries and Leo. This could be your sun sign or your rising sign. It doesn't have to be, but that is for some extra confirmation. You guys are definitely rebels. You might be a life path 7. Anyways, I feel like you guys definitely go against society. Strong Aquarius energy as well. I was getting like hippies or protesters, or you know, you just kind of exclude yourself from the rest of the world, the matrix. Like, you guys aren't with that shit. I feel like you're very woke. You guys might be spiritual, but very passionate. This is how people view you, mind you. You might not be this way, but this is just people's first impressions by you, you know, strangers. So like I said, you might say, oh, that don't really sound like me, but it doesn't mean that this is how you are. This is just how people perceive you, right? So you guys they perceive you very, very passionate people. You definitely stand out with this Hangman. I was getting more of an energy like chill, laid back, like he's just hanging out, like he don't give no fucks, he don't give no care in the world, he's just doing his own thing. Like, that's really what I was getting from the Hangman. I feel like you guys just don't really care what everybody else is doing. You're just trying to make yourself happy. Like, if you're happy, that's really all that matters. You don't really care about others' opinions. It's funny because I was getting, like, some of you might wear, like, exotic clothing or just shit that people don't really wear. Like, your style is just kind of out there, or you might dress like retro or hippie, or maybe, you know, in like fashion shows how people wear that shit that people would never wear in real life. But I feel like you guys actually will like wear that shit. Like, you don't care. You're like, you know what? I like this. I like this outfit. I don't care if it matches. I'm gonna wear it because I like it. That's like the energy I'm getting. I'm not saying you guys have a bad fashion sense whatsoever, but I'm just saying you don't really care. Like, maybe you just wear, like, you show your skin a lot. There's just a sense of confidence in what you're wearing. You could literally be wearing fucking a wife beater and sweatpants, and you would just be so confident in it. Like, that's just how you are. You're just truly yourself. Or, like I said, this is how people perceive you, but I feel like you guys are just honestly yourself. Like, people perceive you how you actually are. You guys have a huge amount of confidence within yourself, okay? You're not worried about what other people feel or how other people view you. You're not worried about any of that. You could care less. You're like, oh, I'll never see these fucking people again. Like, what do they care? What do I care? Like, this is my world. They just live in it. Like, that's the energy. I got, like, boss bitch energy. Definitely your guys' personality is really what makes you so amazing. I'm not saying you're not attractive whatsoever, because I feel like you guys, a lot of you are attractive. But with I'm jealous of your personality, you guys have that real ass confidence. Like, a lot of people have confidence, but it's fake confidence. You know what I'm saying? Like, they look all confident for the camera or whatever, but then in real life, they're like, that's not y'all at all. Like, you are actually confident. Like, authentically confident. Like, you really don't get no fucks. Like, people be saying it, like, in their bio, oh, I don't get no fucks, but, like, you really just don't. Like, people are like, damn, they do not fucking care. Like, you're like, no, bitch, I don't. That's just how you are. Don't play with me. Like, I feel like you have that energy, like, bitch, don't play with me. Or, like, if somebody says something under their breath or something, you're like, the fuck? Like, what'd you just say? And they're like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, you know, people are just kind of perceive you like someone who would pop off for real. And I feel like people get really intimidated by your confidence. We got, who are you talking to? I feel like that's you. Like, bitch, who are you talking to? Like, someone might make fun of your outfit or something, or your hair, just trying to be rude, because, like, bitches be petty and jealous as fuck, right? But anyways, people might, like, say something under their breath, like, oh my god, her hat is so weird, or who the fuck wears those anymore? And you're like, excuse me? And they're like, oh shit, like, I didn't know she was gonna turn around and fucking confront us. Like, people get scared by you. Fame. There's a lot of Leo energy in here as well, because I feel like you guys act like you're the shit, but honestly, not even act like you are the shit. Like, let's be real, you are the shit and you know it. So, like, obviously you're gonna act like you're the shit because you are the shit, right? Point blank. But anyways, you guys definitely, you could have a large following on Instagram, TikTok, you know, social media, or just a lot of people in real life just know you. But I was also getting, even if that's not the case, like, you have that celebrity energy. You know, you just have, like, oh, I'm famous. Like, I'm famous. Like, that's your energy. You don't care. You put your damn self on a pedestal, and that's how people see you. They see you, like, on a pedestal, and it makes people mad, because you could be wearing the ugliest outfit and you look fine as fuck in it just because of your confidence. Like, you really don't care, and people are jealous of that. Like, for real, they're jealous of it. I'm getting a lot of evil eyes, so make sure you guys are protecting yourself, okay? You guys are very carefree. You're very exciting people, especially with the Four of Wands. It's all about celebrations and just exciting times. So that's just kind of how people perceive you. I feel like a lot of you guys are funny. Some of you might like to smoke. I am hearing that. But you guys are just, like, really funny people. You're just out there. You put yourself out there. You know, heavy Sagittarius energy again. a little bit of Gemini energy as well, but I feel like you are just, it's like you know your worth, but I feel like you just like talking to people, you like talking to random people, just getting to know people is exciting to you. And I feel like people are afraid that you might take their man's or their girl. So take what resonates. But I feel like people are afraid that you have the capability to snatch their man, snatch their girl from them. Like, for real. People are just scared. People don't want their boyfriend. They don't want their girlfriend around you. I'm just letting you know right now. I feel like you guys are attractive. But here's the thing. It's like, I'm getting some of you might be like heavier set, or maybe you got like no ass or like little titties. I just seen 1111. So maybe you got stuff that like other people try to bring you down for, or it's like just these little things that isn't really the stereotype of like fine ass person. Like, it's not the stereotype, but because of your confidence, like, nobody even looks at those things. They're like, yeah, she got little titties, she fun as fuck, like that, she's literally so beautiful, and nah. Or like, yeah, she ain't got no ass, but she's fun, like, she's funny. Like, nobody even cares about the shit that you lack, or like you might be a little bit overweight, or like you're really skinny, but like, since you're so confident, like, nobody even pays no attention to your flaws, because you don't pay attention. You're proud of the body you're in, you're proud of the skin you're in, no matter what you look like. And so people find you very, very, very fucking attractive, no matter what your body type is, no matter what you look like. People find you very, very attractive. Okay, so I did want to say that, but literally I wrote down, like, I run this shit, I own you. Like, that's the energy you're in, kind of like Maddie from Euphoria. Like, you guys are very confident. That's the energy that I was getting. But you guys inspire people. I just want to say that with this hope card, you definitely inspire people to be their authentic self. You inspire people to be themselves. You might have a social media platform, and people are like, they're kind of overweight, I'm kind of overweight, but they're so confident. Like, I want to be confident too. Like, I don't know, that was just an example, but you definitely inspire other people to just be themselves no matter what they look like, because they see you doing it. And I'm not at all saying you're ugly or anything like that. I just want to make that shit clear. But I feel like you guys just aren't like the typical big titties, big ass, small waist. Like, I don't feel like that's you guys. But like, you don't like that. You don't like that fake shit. You don't want the lip injections. You don't want the Botox. You don't want the fucking fake titties. Like, and even if you do have those things, or like you do want those things, it's just like, you don't care what people think. Like, and some of you may even have like fake titties or something, but you just don't care. You're like, I wanted them, so I got them, bitch. And people are like, man, I got shit, I'll get some fake titties too. Like, it's funny. I don't know. But like, look at this girl. See, it's this radical self-acceptance. It's like, she don't care what she looks like she's proud of it. And other people are like, can see, because that's the thing, bro. Law of attraction, man. How you perceive yourself is how others perceive you. So if you think you're the shit, then you are the shit. To other people, you are the shit, okay? And you guys definitely think you are the shit. Like, I'm not even playing, okay? Definitely you guys stand out of the crowd. You want to stand out of the crowd. You are not with that shit. I feel like everybody's kind of boring to you. Like, that's how people perceive you. They think that everyone's just boring to you because you're so exotic and so amazing and so rare. I feel like that's that song by fucking 2 Chainz. I'm rare, I promise, I swear, I'm high mirror like a $2 bill. I'm rare, I'm rare, I'm rare. That's you guys. You're a $2 bill. But Yeah. So people definitely want to be just as confident as you do, or as you are. And like I said, you really just inspire people to be their authentic self. And honestly, this is like my favorite reading just because you guys are really just accepting of who you are, no matter where you come from, your background, what you look like. You just love yourself. And I feel like people just see that about you. Like, even the moment they lay eyes on you, they can see that you have a lot of self respect, self love, um, confidence. You know, people just see that about you, and it really draws them in, and it, like, you definitely leave an impact on people. I do want to say that. Like, even if they seen you for 3 seconds at Walmart, like, it kind of stays with them for a couple of years, you know, and it just inspires people. Like, bro, she was wearing the ugliest fucking shirt, but like, she didn't even care, and like, that shit was hot. You know, I'm seeing one of those Hawaiian shirts that people wear on vacations, like, and some like sweatpants, and like, you know, but it's like, y'all are like, oh, I'm cute, and like, people are like, yes you are. So that was your reading, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I did. Be sure to go look at my other videos, leave a comment, like, subscribe, all that good shit. But I hope I'll see you guys soon. Okay, enjoy the rest of your day, night, evening, all that. Goodbye.